When it comes to industries and businesses, many countries have boosted their game in investments. One of them is a lying pearl in the Orient, the Philippines. The Philippines has the potential to become the fastest growing economy in Asia. For 2 years in a row, the Philippine economy has been growing at a relatively steady pace. Back in 2016, the country ranked 9th on the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. To date, the Philippines is expected to be more aggressive in creating and implementing policies that will boost the country's economic gains. The government's plans, like the Build program, a massive project that aims to allocate additional funds towards the creation and upgrading of roads, highways, and other land projects, will be a big help in making the Philippines a more desirable place for investments. There are a lot of factors that make the Philippines an ideal investment partner. The Philippines is ideally situated in the fast-growing Association of Southeast Asian Nations or ASEAN region, which has a market base of hundreds of millions of people. Filipinos are among the most educated and highly trainable labor force in Asia, not to mention that the Philippines is a largely English-speaking country. As mentioned, the Philippine government is committed to building more roads and bridges, infrastructure that's necessary for moving goods fast from producers to the consumer. The country is also working on strengthening its information and communication technology systems. This is an important focus area given that more and more communities across the world are going digital and making transactions via online channels. More than 100 million people are living in the Philippines, 13th in the list of countries with the highest population worldwide. It's a large consumer market that your business can tap into. The Philippines has an export market that includes countries such as Japan, the United States, Hong Kong, China, and Singapore. By doing business in the Philippines, you could serve these top export destinations too. Major business districts in the Philippines are not only home to many first-rate business establishments and residential communities, but also offers these amenities at a lower cost compared to other cities in the world. Many foreign companies are benefiting from the tax incentives offered to them by the Philippines. You may be eligible for tax cuts when you pass the accreditation of the Philippine Economic Zone Authority or PIZA, a government agency that helps businesses and investors like you to set up shop in the Philippines. The Philippines abounds with tourist attractions, beaches and islands, water parks, world-class malls and hotels to name a few. It's literally more fun in the Philippines. Investments in the Philippines come from both local and foreign entities. Let's focus ourselves to the Philippines Board of Investments, the prime developer of industries and investments. The Board of Investments, or BOI, an agency under the Department of Trade and Industry, is the lead investments promotion agency of the Philippines. It is at the forefront of the government's efforts to attract direct investments into the country to contribute to economic growth and job opportunities. The agency is designed to promote inward investments and assist local and foreign investors in their venture of the desirable areas of business defined in the annually prepared Investment Priorities Plan or IPP. The BOI is mandated through the Omnibus Investments Code or Executive Order Number 226 to encourage investments through tax exemption and other benefits in prepared areas of economic activity specified by the BOI in the IPP. The IPP, formulated annually by the BOI through an interagency committee with the approval of the President, lists the priority activities for the investments, containing specific activities that can qualify for incentives. It is the primary tool of the BOI in encouraging investments. The IPP is a reflection of the BOI's goals and initiatives of its leaders. The first IPPs that were identified include industries in the sectors of crop production, livestock raising, mining, manufacturing, shipbuilding, and the highest one is in the production of fish products. For the past 3 years, the Philippines showed an increase in investments, overcoming the annual targets. In 2017, it obtained the highest investment approval after 5 decades of service. A year after that, investment rose again to 907 billion pesos. It is expected that by the end of 2019, it will hit its trillion mark. This increase can be translated to more job opportunities to the Filipino people. The Philippines has prioritized the power and energy sectors, tailing the power and energy for infrastructure and PPP projects. Heavy materials and equipment manufacturing rose to the occasion. Real estate and mass housing projects. Transportation and logistics. And lastly, accommodation and food service activities. The country has been thriving because of its natural resources and has given a lot of opportunities in the fields of agriculture and fisheries. And it doesn't end there. The Philippines has a lot more to offer. So what are you waiting for? Invest now in the Philippines. For an assured protection and investment growth, invest now with the Board of Investments.